What is going on Facebook Live? This is Francisco Acosta coming to you from Chicago, Illinois. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Put it in the comments below. I wanted to connect with you guys here for a couple of minutes. I don't have a lot of time, but I found a really cool article that I think you guys will appreciate, right? And I also want to give you some updates on what's going on that you may or may not be able to take a chance as far as taking advantage of an opportunity that can help you in whatever your endeavors are for absolutely free, right? So we're going to talk about why physical things are not always, the what's going to bring you happiness, right? Struggle bringing that out. Why physical things isn't always going to bring you happiness. Now, I'm not opposed to physical things. I like nice things. I like nice watches. I like nice cars. But that ultimately does not bring you happiness. So I found an article online that I'm going to share with you here today that I think you're going to appreciate. And so before we get into all that, I just want to let you know that I am offering a free 3-part video series on how to build wealth, right? That'll ultimately cover you and your family for the next decade or several decades ahead. It's an absolutely free 3-series video that I'm sharing. If you're curious, if you're interested, if you want to know what it is, you can get it absolutely free. Just click on the link in the captions above. Check it out. And another thing is I got my boy Nick who's doing a 5-day challenge on whether you own a business, if you're trying to promote it online, if you're trying to build your business online. They're going to teach you branding, how to become an influencer, how to find your dream customer, all those amazing things. And I'll tell you, I've been a part of Nick's program for the last several months, and I've been able to increase my reach in social media. I look more attractive in social media. I'm more confident doing Facebook Live stuff, and I've actually grown my business and made more money, right? So if you want to be a part of that 5-day free challenge, again, the link's above in the caption. Check it out. So we're going to hop right into it. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to talk about the article I found today. Bam. Check it out. So, all right. So here it is, right? So here's why the physical things will never bring you real happiness, according to a life coach, right? Which is Wanda. Can't pronounce her last name. I'm sorry. Right? Her last name's right there. You guys can check it out, right? But the content in this article is pretty legit, right? So we're going to get into this, right? So happiness is an inside job. So you got to work happiness within, not looking for happiness without, right? Not looking for maybe another individual to bring you joy, or another material thing to bring you joy, or even another circumstance to bring you joy. Sometimes you might say, woe is me. If only my life was a certain way, I would be happier. And the reality is that's not true, right? Happiness starts from within. And one of the best ways to practice happiness is start to grow your happiness from within, according to this article, is you want to start practicing gratitude. You want to be grateful for what you have right now. Even if you feel your life sucks, look at what's good right now, because what that's going to do is bring a different vibe, a different energy that you're going to protrude to the world, and you're going to start to attract just better things happening to you. And it's not magic. It's just you got to understand, if you're walking around thinking that life sucks, you're going to physically portray that, and people are not going to want to be close to you or give you opportunities because you look like you think life sucks. So you want to change that by appreciating the things you have right now, right? So the next one is searching outside yourself for joy yields 2 big issues, right? So searching outside yourself for joy, which means maybe searching for it in another person or another thing, would lead ultimately to disappointment, right? Because you're going to expect other people to you're going to want them to meet certain criteria or certain expectation, and they don't fall into the same guidelines that you have in your head, right? They're living their own life. But if you expect something from somebody else and they don't deliver, you're going to be disappointed, and ultimately that's going to make you look weak. It's going to make you look weak, and you're going to suffer. And the second one as well is looking for happiness in the wrong places is putting demands on the people, which you just talked about. And first thing you want to unintentional postpone. So and also ultimately you're postponing your actual joy, right? If you're not working on the joy within yourself, You're postponing it because you're looking to fulfill it with external things, and that ain't gonna help you, right? So here's another one: building happiness from the inside out, right? So how do you want to start building happiness from the inside out, right? So let's talk about as far as a financial sense, right? So in my 3-part video series, I talk about why the rich get richer, right? And one of the things they focus on is not material things, but what they focus on is that whatever time and effort they put into whatever they're doing, whether it's their job or their business, if they're trading time for money, the money that they make, they don't spend on material things. 99% of the public, they go to their job, they earn money, they buy a bunch of crap they don't need, and then they run out of money, and then they go back and they got to go back to work. And then the cycle continues. And eventually something's going to give. And I'm telling you, that does not bring happiness. So in my 3 video series, what I talk about is that the secret to wealth, right? I'm going to give you a bonus tip here, is whatever you're doing at your job, the money that you earn, that you traded time for money, right? That money, you want to invest it in an asset that will give you money for money. You can trade money for money. You can have your monies make babies for you, right? And that's ultimately what we're going to also talk about in a 5-day free challenge with Nick. We're going to teach you how money can make babies, how money can make money. And then when you have that cycle going, where you do your job, you make the money, you invest it in an asset, that asset pays you on a monthly, right? And you use that money to buy you nice things. Then you're not addicted to money. You're putting the money in the right places, and you're not going to burn yourself out, right? That's what we talk about in our 3 video series. If you want to check that out for absolutely free, click on the link in the caption above, but check it out. So here's a couple tips on how to build happiness within you, right? So flexibility, think about flexibility rather than a black and white rigid belief, right? So you want to be flexible. You don't want to just hold on to old-fashioned beliefs. You want to believe in things that make sense for you, that'll make you happy, right? Forgiveness, both for yourself and others, right? You want to forgive, especially on yourself. You don't want to beat yourself up, because you being angry, frustrated, and upset does absolutely nothing for you, right? And you want to also give yourself personal permission to explore, try, and learn new things, right? So it's not getting the things that makes you happy, it's the pursuit of achieving that makes you happy. So when you try new things and you learn new things, you become happier, right? Here's another one: educated strategic choice of when you quit in favor of a more beautiful, a more beneficial option, right? So be strategic with your choices. What's actually going to make you happy, right? What actions, what hobbies, what books, what's going to actually make you happy, right? And there's more connections with and difference in the world, connecting with different cultures, make conscious decisions about how you react or respond. You don't always want to blow up, right? You always want to put your shoe in the other person's foot, or however you say that saying. So you don't want to just react in negative ways for no reason, because again, it does nothing for you. It doesn't serve you, and it doesn't serve anybody, especially you, right? So there's a bunch of tips within this article that helps you understand. What I appreciate this article is why, physical things will never make you happy. Nothing wrong with having nice physical things, but getting them the right way, right, and working within yourself makes you happy, right? You can get physical things as a default because you have a good life, right? So hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, please like, share, or comment below, right? And again, I talk about some of this stuff, but specifically to wealth, in a 3-part video series for absolutely free. Here, I'm going to share my screen one last time here. And as you can see, boom, boom, boom. Here's my link above. Is a 3-step video guide on a surprising new way to build wealth for beginners on autopilot. And I talk about secrets that financial institutions don't want you to know, right? And a lot of it is working within yourself internally, but the problem is that you're manipulated on a daily basis to be unhappy, right? To believe the things that really aren't for you. Every 11 seconds on your smartphone, you're manipulated the wrong way, which is costing you more money, and you're not making more money, which is costing you wealth, right? So I talk about that in my 3-step series. And at the same time, starting March 29th, My boy Nick is going to do a 5-day Exploder Digital downline. If you own a business, if you want to promote your business online, you absolutely want to check this out. Click on the link above to get access to the free 5-day video series as well. All right, boom, rock and roll. Folks, I appreciate your time. God bless, and I'll catch you in the next live. Peace out.